The project is a branding guidelines book for the Honolulu Dragons, a fictional American football team that takes design inspiration from the real teams of the NFL. The project explores the design philosophy of existing NFL teams and applies them to an original team, working within the boundaries of reality. These branding guidelines showcase designs, their alternatives, design rules, and the context for when to use them that are used as instructions for designers. They provide the building blocks for maintaining the brand's image for years to come through rigid design rules. The concept of this project began when I saw the potential in doing something with the design of NFL teams, a marriage between my love of graphic design and sports. But I did not want to go off in a random direction. It needed to be bound to the real-life design choices made by NFL brands. This challenged me to think like the designers who created these iconic brands and create something of my own while still working under limitations. It needed to be a team that could feasibly exist alongside the other franchises, while also taking inspiration from them as well. My research involved three main stages: logo design, brand rationalization, and the guideline layout. I started by studying real NFL logos to understand key design elements. I was drawn to the open mouth and feathers from the Eagles logo, and the red streak from the Bills. That inspired a dragon concept, which had me thinking of Hawaii's volcanic origin and rich culture. Specifically, Mo'o, draconic shapeshifters, Pele, the goddess of volcanoes, and classic depictions of fire-breathing dragons shaped the brand's name. From there, I studied the Rams and Bears branding guides to make sure my work stayed grounded in the NFL. Once the research was done, I moved on to creating the branding guidelines. But first, I had to ensure that the logo was as good as it could be, so I went through a few iterations. The guidelines start with brand assets, which cover things like color scheme, gradients, logo and wordmark variations, clear space rules, and font choices, basically instructions for how designers should use them. These are the things found in all branding guidelines, as this is what they are made for, showing the rules that must be followed to maintain the integrity of the brand. The second half of the branding guidelines involve elements that are specific to sports brand design. Team identity discusses the name design origin regarding the Mo'o and Pele, jersey and helmet designs, the look of the home field, a short section on Honolulu, and the team's motto, breathe in, breathe out. This section talks more about the storytelling element of a brand, an important aspect of brand design that is imperative for a sports team. Other elements created for this section include the motto logo and 3 shirts with a few of the brand's logos. In conclusion, my capstone project serves as a case study in the development of branding guidelines within the world of sports. It was an exciting challenge to create a brand identity that followed the standards and restrictions of real-world team designs. This project gave me insight into how NFL teams build their visual identities and the rigid regulations they follow to maintain brand integrity. This project also acted as a first step into the professional branding process. By creating guidelines for a fictional team, I was able to look at both the creative and technical sides of sports branding guidelines.